Hello and welcome to Foliotek, the website for your Thomas More College MAT electronic portfolio. Your electronic portfolio is accessed by going to secure.foliotech.com and entering the credentials you received during registration. This page is your landing page or your dashboard. Here you will see a to-do list for commonly completed items in Folio. You'll also see two generic video tutorials regarding the presentation portfolio builder and checking on your file storage and your evaluations area. But the main purpose of your electronic portfolio is to build work throughout each checkpoint of your program. This left menu is arranged in chronological order for the things that you will complete during your program. For example, preliminary documents is at the top. Click on that section to see the folders or elements where you're expected to upload work. Click on the Statement of Ownership element, and you're expected to upload a Statement of Ownership file here. You will do this by clicking the Add File button. Here you have 5 choices. Add a new file from your computer, add an existing file if you already have it in storage on Foliotek, add a presentation portfolio, which we'll talk about in checkpoint 3, link to an external file or website using a URL, or zip a website and upload the entire site here. The most commonly used option is uploading a new file from your computer, so we'll choose that and click Next. Here, click Add Files to open your computer directory. Here, we'll just choose an example Word document. However, you're allowed to upload any other file types here that are desired. We click OK, and we see our files are located in the appropriate area. If any of these areas of your portfolio are aligned to standards that you're expected to complete with your work, click on the Standards tab to see what those are. You can also request a review of your work if you'd like to see what your faculty members think, and then check back on those comments in the Comments tab. Requesting a review here and picking a faculty member to notify does not mean that you'll get a score on this area of your portfolio. This simply means that you'll get some formative feedback about things that you might change before your formal evaluation of your portfolio. Once your preliminary documents section is complete, you'll move on to checkpoint 1. Here, you'll see that checkpoint 1 is just the admissions requirement program for your program. Here you see the process and procedures checklist, teacher leadership dispositions, and advising forms. The process and procedures checklist is completed by someone in your program from a paper form that you might have filled out before you entered the MAT program. To view the results, simply click on the name of the form. You will continue this process for other items in the admissions requirements section. When you get to checkpoint 2, you'll be required to upload items and fill out your own forms. Of particular importance is the KTIP unit development area in checkpoint 2. This area contains all of the task forms that you're expected to fill out for checkpoint 2. For example, the task A1 element does not have an Add File button like we saw in preliminary documents. Rather, you are expected to click on a form that's located here. See, the instructions ask you to please complete this form. Rather than uploading a task form that you have filled out in some other program, you're expected to fill out the form that's embedded in Foliotek. To fill out this form, simply choose your answers, fill in the text boxes, and then click Save and Close at the bottom. These multi-line text boxes will expand to accommodate any amount of text desired. Continue this process for all of the rest of the task forms located under KTIP Unit Development. In each of the courses listed here, under checkpoint 2, there are other requirements. Your hours requirements forms are usually filled out by someone who is a faculty member within your program. Notice here that you cannot input any answers into this form. However, in some courses, you're required to upload things. So if you have a first placement, a second placement, those are normally forms that are filled out by faculty members, But student work samples, you're expected to upload using the Add File feature in Foliotek. So carefully review the things that are listed in each of these courses as you progress through them. In Checkpoint 3, you also have areas where forms are filled out about you and your performance in the program. However, the professional portfolio presentation also takes place in this checkpoint. To add your portfolio presentation, simply click on that section and then click on the element to see the instructions for how to create your presentation portfolio. You'll notice here that there's already a presentation portfolio embedded into this area of the portfolio, but let me show you how to add that from scratch. To begin, you have to create the presentation. So let's go to the presentation area and click on ePortfolios. Here we'll click Create Portfolio. Pick a background and a layout, and you can change this later on if you're not satisfied with it. The most important part about creating this presentation portfolio is that you copy it from the assessment portfolio that you've already created. So we click on MAT portfolio here, and you'll notice that all the sections of your portfolio in the assessment area are now pages in this presentation area. We'll give this portfolio a name. And then save it. Now you can make changes to your portfolio as desired. One thing you may want to do is remove the professional portfolio presentation page that was automatically copied over from your assessment portfolio. So here we go to pages and we click delete. We're creating the presentation right now, so we don't really need a page about that. Any of these other pages you would like to delete, or any work that you would like to remove from this portfolio, you can do that through this editor screen. Simply choose those things and delete them. After you're satisfied with your presentation, click Save here, and you can share it with other people if you would like, but it's not necessary to embed in your assessment portfolio. Once it's saved, it will be a choice in your assessment portfolio under that section in Checkpoint 3. So now we go back to the area called Professional Portfolio, and we add the professional presentation that we just created. This is where you use the option for adding a Foliotek presentation portfolio to your assessment portfolio. Here we find the entire list of portfolios that we have. We choose the one that we just created and click Add Selected Portfolios. Now, all three raters who are scoring your presentation will be able to see this presentation within your assessment portfolio. Also, this presentation portfolio will be submitted with your overall content portfolio at the end of your program. When your portfolio is complete and you're ready to submit for a score, drop down to the Evaluations area and you should see an evaluation located here for the overall portfolio assessment rating sheet. When you click Submit My Work, this evaluation will go off to the multiple raters that are required to look at your work, and you'll receive emails that the evaluations have been completed. Click on the Completed tab in your Foliotek account to review final scores. If these evaluations are still located in this area, it means that you need to take action and submit, or that the evaluation is still being looked at by the raters that are involved. Here, if we click Submit My Work, you'll notice that the status changes to evaluating. That's it. All you have to do now is wait on the scores from your evaluators or further instruction if any revisions are required. If you ever need help while building your portfolio, always contact our support staff by using the chat feature located at the top of the screen. If there are no chat representatives available, you can always use the help options located under the help screen. Here you'll see this opens to frequently asked questions regarding the area of Foliotek in which you are working, or you can contact us directly via email, support@foliotech.com, or by phone at 888-365-4639 and dialing option 2. You can also fill out this form to send us an email, and we'll answer that within 1 business day. This concludes the video for Thomas More College MAT students.